the United States dollar stands as the world's most powerful currency. Its influence is felt in every corner of the globe, from bustling metropolises to remote villages. The dollar is not just a piece of paper, it is a symbol of economic stability and trust. It holds a unique position in the global financial system, acting as a benchmark for other currencies. The dollar's value is closely watched by traders, investors, and governments alike, making it a central player in the world economy. From international trade to foreign exchange reserves, the dollar reigns supreme. It is the preferred currency for global transactions, facilitating trade and investment across borders. Countries hold vast amounts of dollars in their reserves, underscoring its importance. Its influence extends far beyond American borders, shaping economies and influencing policies worldwide. The dollar's strength can impact inflation rates, interest rates, and even political decisions in other nations. The reasons for this dominance are complex and multifaceted. They include the stability of the U.S. political system, the size of its economy, and its role in international institutions. They are rooted in historical events, economic policies, and the sheer size and strength of the U.S. economy. The dollar's journey to the top is a story of resilience, strategy, and sometimes sheer luck. Understanding the dollar's global role is crucial for comprehending the intricacies of international finance. It provides insights into how global markets operate and how economic power is distributed. It also helps to grasp the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead for the world's reserve currency. As the global economy evolves, the dollar will face new tests and potential rivals. The dollar's journey to global dominance began in the aftermath of World War II. The war had reshaped the world order, and the United States emerged as a beacon of economic strength and stability. The war had devastated Europe, and left the United States as the world's leading economic power. This period saw the US dollar becoming the backbone of the new international financial system. This newfound dominance set the stage for the dollar's rise. The Bretton Woods Agreement of 1944 established the dollar as the world's primary reserve currency, further cementing its central role in global finance. The U.S. economy's post-war boom only solidified this position, making the dollar synonymous with economic prosperity and global influence. In 1944, as World War II drew to a close, delegates from 44 Allied nations convened in Bretton Woods, New Hampshire. This historic gathering was a pivotal moment in shaping the future of the global economy. Their mission was ambitious and clear: to create a new international monetary system that would prevent the economic instability that had plagued the interwar period. The goal was to stabilize currencies and promote trade in the post-war world. They aimed to lay down a framework that would ensure economic cooperation and prevent competitive devaluations. The Bretton Woods Agreement established a system of fixed exchange rates. This meant that currencies were pegged to the US dollar, which in turn was pegged to gold. The US dollar was directly convertible to gold at $35 per ounce. This convertibility provided a stable anchor for the global monetary system. This agreement effectively established the dollar as the world's reserve currency. It became the primary currency for international transactions and reserves. The dollar's dominance made it the linchpin of international trade and finance. Countries around the world held dollars as part of their foreign exchange reserves. The Bretton Woods system ushered in an era of unprecedented global economic growth. The stability it provided allowed for the rebuilding of war-torn economies and the expansion of global trade. It facilitated international trade and investment, fostering stability and prosperity. Nations could trade with confidence, knowing that exchange rates would remain stable. The dollar, backed by the might of the U.S. economy, played a pivotal role in this success. The strength and reliability of the U.S. economy underpinned the entire system, making the dollar a symbol of economic stability and trust. Institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank were also established during this conference, further solidifying the framework for international economic cooperation and development. The legacy of the Bretton Woods Conference continues to influence the global economy today, as the principles and institutions established there remain central to international economic policy and cooperation. The Bretton Woods system, established in the mid-1940s, was a groundbreaking framework for international monetary policy. It aimed to create a stable economic environment post-World War II by pegging currencies to the US dollar, which was convertible to gold. By the late 1960s, the United States faced mounting economic pressures. The post-war boom had slowed, and new economic challenges began to surface. These pressures included rising inflation, which eroded the purchasing power of the dollar, and a growing trade deficit, which saw more dollars flowing out of the country than coming in. These imbalances strained the gold standard, making it increasingly difficult for the U.S. to maintain the dollar's convertibility to gold at the fixed rate. The U.S. gold reserves were depleting as other countries demanded gold in exchange for their dollars. In 1971, President Richard Nixon took a drastic step. Faced with the imminent collapse of the gold standard, he decided to act decisively. He announced the end of the dollar's convertibility to gold, a move that shocked the world and sent ripples through the global financial system. This decision, known as the Nixon Shock, marked a turning point in the international monetary system. It effectively ended the Bretton Woods Agreement, which had been the bedrock of global finance for nearly 3 decades. The end of the Bretton Woods system ushered in an era of floating exchange rates, where currencies were no longer pegged to the dollar or gold, but were allowed to fluctuate based on market forces. The decoupling of the dollar from gold raised concerns about its future as the world's reserve currency. Many feared that without the gold backing, the dollar would lose its value and credibility. However, a new factor emerged that would solidify the dollar's dominance: the rise of the petrodollar system. This system, which linked the dollar to global oil trade, ensured that the dollar remained the primary currency for international transactions, thereby maintaining its status as the world's reserve currency. Despite the shift from a gold-backed system to a fiat currency, the US dollar has maintained its status as the world's reserve currency. This enduring dominance can be attributed to several key factors, primarily the trust and stability associated with the US economy. The United States boasts the world's largest and most sophisticated financial markets. These markets are characterized by transparency, liquidity, and a robust regulatory framework. These factors instill confidence in investors worldwide, making the dollar a safe haven asset during times of global uncertainty. Furthermore, the U.S. economy, despite facing periodic challenges, has consistently demonstrated resilience and adaptability. This underlying strength underpins the dollar's value and reinforces its role as a stable store of value. Section 5. The dollar's reach, trade, debt, and global finance. The US dollar's influence extends far beyond its role as a reserve currency. It plays a pervasive role in global trade, international debt, and financial markets. The vast majority of international trade is invoiced and settled in US dollars, particularly in commodities like oil and gold. This dominance gives the United States significant leverage in global trade and finance. Moreover, countries often issue sovereign debt in US dollars, making them reliant on the dollar for repayment. This reliance further solidifies the dollar's centrality in the global financial system. Section 6. Rising tides, challenges to dollar hegemony. While the US dollar remains the dominant global currency, its supremacy is not unchallenged. Several factors are contributing to the emergence of potential rivals and a gradual erosion of the dollar's dominance. The rise of emerging market economies, particularly China, poses a significant challenge to the dollar's hegemony. As these economies grow in size and influence, their currencies are gaining traction in international trade and finance. Additionally, geopolitical shifts and the increasing use of alternative reserve currencies, such as the euro and the Chinese yuan, are gradually chipping away at the dollar's dominance. These trends suggest a potential shift towards a multipolar currency system in the future. Section 7. Digital disruption, cryptocurrencies, and the future of money. The advent of cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum has introduced a new dimension to the global monetary landscape. While still in their nascent stages, cryptocurrencies have the potential to disrupt traditional financial systems, including the dominance of fiat currencies like the US dollar. Cryptocurrencies offer several potential advantages over traditional currencies, including decentralization, security, and transparency. However, they also face challenges related to volatility, scalability, and regulatory uncertainty. Section 8. The dollar in the 21st century, adapting to a changing world. The US dollar's future as the world's reserve currency is not guaranteed. It faces challenges from rising economic powers, alternative currencies, and the disruptive potential of cryptocurrencies. However, the dollar's deep entrenchment in the global financial system, the strength and stability of the U.S. economy, and the continued innovation within U.S. financial markets suggest that it will likely maintain its dominant position for the foreseeable future. Section 9. Conclusion. The enduring power of the greenback. The U.S. dollar's journey to global dominance has been shaped by historical events, economic policies, and the sheer size and strength of the U.S. economy. From the Bretton Woods Agreement to the rise of the petrodollar system, the dollar has weathered numerous storms and emerged as the linchpin of the international monetary system. While facing challenges from emerging economies, alternative currencies, and the rise of cryptocurrencies, the dollar's enduring power lies in the trust and stability it represents. As the global economy continues to evolve, the dollar's ability to adapt and innovate will determine its future as the world's reserve currency.